It's either you are playing a 3 holding midfield. If you are playing only 1 holding midfielder, you put a lot of pressure on him, because the wide, if they are not supporting him very well in the middle, it creates a lot of problems. But I think the coaches understand all these systems, these strategies.
Let me tell you something about 4-3-3. You always have overload in the middle area. You are worried about you not having more men.
Exactly.
Yes. When you have the ball, that's Man City. That's what Man City have been doing very, very well. They always edge their fullbacks to join the midfield 3. So
become 5.
5 in the middle.
Leaving 2 at the back.
Leaving 2 at the back. Having the wing backs joining the 3 midfielders in the middle to create overload in the middle. They make sure every session, when they get to the final third, if they're attacking on the right side, right 2 backs, join the 8A, which is on the right side of the midfield.
Yes.
Can join because the pressure is there. Then the 6 can also support.
Well, it's time to join the field. Let's see what the first half bring out. Sorry, couldn't take your prediction, but I'm sure we'll come back. We'll get a.
Thank you for joining us here at the Stade Municipal de Nouadhibou in Mauritania. Gambia up against Morocco. It's Group C of the total CAF Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. It's the 3rd day of action, and believe you me, we've had some interesting football played at this very stadium earlier this evening. Now it's time for 2 teams who are familiar with this competition, who will be battling it out together. Gambia up against Morocco. Morocco former winners, Gambia former podium fillers. They managed to finish 3rd place in the podium, and that was in their debut competition. In fact, that was in Congo Brazzaville in 2007. But for this Moroccan team, well, they missed the last 7 editions, but they hosted and they won the competition in 1997, beating South Africa by 1-0. Meknes, the goal scorer. It's a long time ago, of course. Now, those 20-year-olds there have, well, they're around about 40 now, so it just goes to tell you exactly sort of where we've gone over the past 7 editions. Not really good for Morocco, but they're back, and they're back here to try and barge themselves into this competition. In fact, their campaign of qualification was absolutely top-notch, to be honest with you, because they had to play in the UNAF Under-20 tournament. Took place in Rades in Tunisia. So that was the 5 teams from North Africa. They're battling it out, and the winners and the runners-up qualify. They got 5 points from 3 games, and they managed to beat Algeria, which was the crunch match, if you like, and really showed that they had some very impressive defensive footballers there. They only conceded 1 goal in the 3 games that they played, just to give you an idea of exactly how things went. So they managed to qualify, and they now join Gambia, of course, in this competition as well, and in this match tonight, who produced quite a remarkable performance. We are in the changing rooms, of course, as you can see, with the Moroccan team, who arrived here. Not far for them to travel, of course. They just head south, and then they arrive in Mauritania, so not a long journey like some of the countries that are playing in this competition, of course, the likes of Tanzania, etc. I mean, you know, it's one hefty journey, so obviously they're happy to be here and ready to get involved in this big battle against the Baby Scorpions. Well, the Baby Scorpions coming through WAFU A qualifying tournament, and it was quite incredible because they came up against Senegal. They were the hosts, of course. They lost 5-1 in the opening fixture of the tournament, and then they hit back by beating Sierra Leone 2-1 to qualify for the semi-finals. They eliminated the much-fancied Guinea 2-1, and then they met Senegal once again in the final for place in Mauritania. They finished 2-2, and they managed to beat Senegal in the final in a penalty shootout, and that was quite remarkable. So I think that when you actually look at what Gambia have achieved, they are very much a nation that will be, well, looking to go even better than that. It's great to qualify, but now let's see what they've got to offer out here today. their opening match against Morocco. Of course, the other two nations battling it out in this Group C, who have already played earlier tonight. It was Ghana up against Tanzania, and I can tell you that it was a 4-0 drubbing for the Black Satellites over Tanzania, who got off to a flying start. Of course, the most successful team in Africa in this category, of course, being Ghana, and almost definitely showed us what they're capable of doing with some extraordinary goals. But this is where Morocco and Gambia enter stage left and show us exactly what they've got to offer out here in this competition, because Royal Gambia, they finished third on their debut in Congo-Brazzaville, and having come through qualification and denying Senegal a place in this competition, I think that they've got something to say here in Mauritania over the next few weeks. They will find it difficult coming up against Ghana. They will find it difficult coming up against every team, in fact Tanzania included, but they're here and they want to fight for this trophy, so let's see how they prevail here under their coach Mata Mbouj, who's the man who will lead them into this competition. There's the table from Group C. It's the final match to complete the first round of action in this wonderful competition, which is showcasing all of these young stars. Ghana top of the table, Gambia, Morocco and Tanzania at the bottom. Who will join Ghana at the top? Same stadium, of course. We're still in Nouadhibou, which is the second city, or the second biggest city. Otherwise, we've got towns, I suppose, in Mauritania, but it's the second biggest city in this country, of course. And Nouakchott is the other one, where we've got two stadiums, of course. So this one is where we've just got the one. It's where Nouadhibou FC play, of course, one of the most successful team in Mauritania. 8 league titles to their name. The two flags just coming out, and we will get the music back on and we'll wait for the players to enter the main stage and show us. Well, we'll have the national anthems, of course, and then we'll see exactly what will happen in this clash here. Zakaria Abous is the man in charge of this Moroccan team. They got Roshan Roberts, of course, who's the DTN from Wales, who is obviously working very closely with the men's and the women's football, of course, to try and help it go in the right direction and improve on a daily basis. Of course, Morocco winners of Chan in Cameroon, so we know that this is very much a nation that produces some extraordinary football players. After 31 minutes. The Gambian players calling for something there, but at the end of the day it wasn't going to happen. We've got to be careful, and this is a nice little bit of wandering here. And the shot just not hitting the target. Did really well though. It was beautifully teed up by Abeda. Final whistle, 1-0 for Morocco beating Gambia. And that's a fine result for them. They'll be thrilled with that result. And that will take them to the top of the table. Well, just below Ghana, who scored 4 earlier today, having beaten Tanzania fair and square. Really good result for them. And those two teams meet in the next match, which is going to be absolutely thrilling. Seriously looking forward to that. There it is, Cameroon, Uganda. That's tomorrow at the Stade Olympique de Nouakchott. The first of 2 matches. We're back to Group A, of course, and with Mozambique against Mauritania, the hosts, in the other match. There we go. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.